What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this is Remake Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. This is part 5 of 10, and it should be this hallway unless this was done in last part. I don't remember how I split it up, and it will for sure be this room. And yeah, that's literally it. With that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Next hallway. Materials you need. Polished diorite. Light blue concrete, polished black stone bricks, white concrete, andesite walls, deep slate tile stairs, the dreaded ceiling is back, polished deep slate stairs. Let me check, I think it's stone at the end? Yes, stone. Yellow concrete? We'll go with that. Something optional that I'll talk about later why it's optional, white wool. Although we don't need that really quite yet. So what you want to do is you want to kind of head through the doorway here. And if you look to the left, you will find the second gray concrete over. And from this gray concrete, you will go towards the actual front of Playtime Co. and place 48 polished black stone bricks. And then at the end, you will place, I believe it's 2 stone. Yes, 2 stone. This will leave you 1 block further forward than this wall right here, just so we're clear. You will bring it across, so what is, I guess, if you were considering this as bringing it forward, you will then bring the stone left by 1, leave a 2 block gap, place 2 stone, go back with a stone, and then you will just connect all the way back to your wall with polished black stone bricks. And there's your hallway. It is quite long. So, this is where the problem arises, where you can see this room is very much in front here. There isn't really any other way to do this, because if you extend this hallway out, it's only going to go so far out. I mean, you would need, you figure this wall right here to be here instead, and that's an extra like 10 blocks. So you're not getting that out of that hallway unless you somehow shorten this room or something. But regardless, it fit pretty well as it is, so you know. Now you have a pattern for this next part coming out of this door. What you want to do is you want to place, coming out of this gray concrete going forward, 3 light blue concrete per gray. You will then essentially keep doing rows of these, like, these 3x2s that just shift by a block each. So this next one will be a 3x2 that is shifted right, and then it will be shifted back left to the middle, and then it will be shifted left again to the left wall, then it will be shifted right to the middle, right to the right wall, and you're just having this pattern going on, essentially. And this will keep going all the way until you reach the stone there, which you will stop once you are kind of in the middle of it, and you should end on 2 light blue concrete. You could probably curve this better if you wanted. I was gonna, and then I was like, I think it's fine as is, because this kind of looks like a river, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, it gets the point across, so. And as you can see here, you end in the middle with 2. That is perfect. That's what you should have. The rest of the floor is polished diorite. Seems simple enough. And this should also, again, all be 1 lower than your wall. Although, I feel like at this point, if you have that off, then you'll figure it out pretty quickly. Because, yeah. It's the only thing that makes it floating, like, weirder. Because normally if I tell you to place the floor in, it'll be in line with the bottom of the wall. If I'm not telling you to break something first. But because we're just floating in outer space, it doesn't really work that way. Anyway, just like that. You then want to bring each polished black stone brick up with 5 white concrete. And then each stone will also be brought up with 5 stone. There's a little bit of texturing in the wall, as I mentioned earlier, with white wool, but it's literally, I think it's 4 blocks. Unless I did it in a second spell, which I don't remember, but Regardless. We're just gonna pretend like it's just those blocks. Guess it makes my life easier. Anyway. Yeah. Nice to get some easier, like, hallways in here. Between the dome and electrical room, and then now the, next set of rooms. Those are not gonna be fun either. I'm gonna try to power through them today, though. It's another thing. Especially with this right now. Like, just get through it, you know? At the back of the hallway where the stone is, we're gonna work here for a just quick second so we can actually kind of close everything off. You want to place a row of stone at the top here to connect together, and then below that you'll have a yellow concrete on the left and a stone on the right. Below that you want a row of light blue concrete, and then you should have that 2x3 again. Similarly to the last hallway, you want upside down deep slate tile stairs that will face away from the center of the hallway. So essentially, it's facing either right or left. This one sucks to place, I'm just warning you. But once you get one row, it's actually not horrible. Just getting this first row is not it. You know what? This is actually, in fact, a way to do it. I wasn't expecting this to be the answer, but this seems to be the answer, so... yeah. There we go. Silence. So, again, you will have to cut the top of this in blocks if you care about lighting. I'm not doing all of that. I would actually recommend just doing that all at the end, assuming you can remember where. But I guess worst case, you just take off night vision and just take a peek at what's going on with your lighting. I randomly placed the pipes in this hallway. I'm not gonna lie. There's no real method to my madness here. However, I will show you if you would like. First off, at the right wall here from the original doorway, you will count to the 5th polished black stone brick back. So first will be in the corner, and then you get the point. 5th is here. Replace it with a polished deep slate stair facing left. I think there's a vent cover there, but I can't really see. This hallway is dark as balls. If that's a weird sentence. Anyway, get rid of, I don't know, something or other. Yellow concrete, we'll say, and get out white wool. We don't need it quite yet, but we might as well just get it out now. We'll start with all the pipes on the right wall, and then we'll do all the pipes on the left wall, and then we'll do the ones from the ceiling. Yes, you heard that right. On the right wall, you will be on this second polished black stone brick back, and you'll place 4 andesite walls moving up. Again, these aren't actually accurate to the game, per se. They just exist. Bring this forward by 1, this top one, and also back by 2. Same as sister location, actually. This back one here can be brought up by 1 and also down by 1, and then this lower one can be brought back by 1. From this one, you'll count back 2 and then down to the ground and place 2 walls going up. Back 1, up 2, back 2. From that one, you will leave a 5-block gap, so count back by 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Trace it down to the ground and place here going up 4 andesite walls. Back 2, down 1. Hey, it's a candy cane. From, I guess, the bottom one, because I said so here, you'll count back by 6. Sorry, not 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trace it down. 3 walls moving up here. Go forward 1. Up 1. Forward 1. And I guess up 1, yeah. From the wall that we started with here at the bottom, you will count forward by 7. Back by 7, sorry. You should get the point. We're moving this way. Place 3 walls moving up. Go back 1, up 2. From this top one here, you will count back by 6. And we'll actually start from the top one and place just 4 walls going down, back 1, down 1. You know what? Let's work back forward. Why not? Trace this wall to the other side, and from here, just place 3 walls moving up. Go forward 2, up 2. From that, you will count forward by 4. Trace it down, place 2 walls moving up. From this one, go back 2, and then up 3. Back to this one here, you'll go up 1, forward 2, up 2. From that, you will count forward 4, trace it down, place 2 walls, then go, I guess 2 walls going up, go forward 2, up 2, back 1, up 1. Take the middle of this row of 3 here and bring it forward 2, up 2, forward 1. From that, you will just count forward 2, and again, starting from the top, place 3 walls going down, forward 1, down 2. From the bottom wall, you will count forward by 8, and place 3 walls moving up here. From this one, you'll go back 2, and then from this backmost one and this frontmost one, you'll just go up by 2 each. Starting from the bottom again, you'll count forward by 3, place a wall, leave a 1 block gap moving up, and then place 3 walls at the top. Ah, God. From that bottom wall, count forward by 6, place 3 walls moving up, back 1, up 1, back 1, up 1. But before we do the ceiling, the wall with the gap here closest to the front, you want to break the white concrete in this gap, and then you'll break essentially the white concrete off each straight side, obviously excluding down because that's not a white concrete. And you'll fill this all in with white wool. This was my method of making the wall a little bit damp here, because this pipe is the one that squirts you in the face, basically. This is the only one that you probably would need if you would want them. Regardless. There was a pipe that I referenced to be a candy cane earlier on the right wall, and I want you to find it. It's this one. I totally didn't intend for this to happen this way. You want to head up to the ceiling, and you essentially want to be kind of back diagonally, I guess forward diagonally left from it, which would be right here. You'll place 2 andesite walls moving down. From the top wall, you'll place andesite walls going all the way back until you end just a block short of this last, or the top of this last pipe here, like that. And then there are essentially spots where this pipe will connect to the side. So if you come back to the beginning of it, you will find this first pipe here where it where the top line connects to the right. You'll just bring it left there. And you're pretty much finding those points. There is the second one, which is actually not lined up with that, though. If you, from this row, you'll count back 6, 4, 5, 6, and right here you can just connect to either wall. And then if you go back literally 3 blocks, you actually skip over that one. So is it another 6 block gap? It is another, wait. Yeah, it's another 6 block gap. So the 4th would be this one, 5th, 6th, and you'll count to the 7th, which you'll connect left to a pipe and then right to the wall. So it only line up with that first one. Apologies. But anyway, that's the hallway done. Let's do the door before I actually call it quits on this hallway. If you get rid of, I guess, just one material and get out polished deep-slate walls, you'll place walls in the right half of the doorway and then bring it out of the room by a block like that. And there you go. There is another room in the books. We're moving along pretty nicely here. So as you can see, this next room is kind of sort of on the smaller side. I mean, it's not small by any means, but anyway, materials you need. Oh my god. Gray concrete, light blue concrete, light gray concrete. I'm trying to debate if I want to do the hole in the floor right off the bat, because there is one of those in this room. Basalt, we'll worry about it later. Polished blackstone stairs. Polished blackstone slabs. Monster spawners. If you can't use monster spawners, I'd use mangrove roots. Andesite walls. Deep slate tile walls, and we'll call it there, I suppose. So, from the doorway, you have this kind of section of stone. That's fine and dandy, I guess. You want to, if you're looking at it from this side of the wall, you want to place over the left 3 blocks light gray concrete, and over the right, sorry, over the left 4 light gray concrete, and over the right 2 stone, which we don't have yet. That's fine. We'll worry about that later. Wow, I just can't count, apparently. That's cool. You want to bring this for this right light gray concrete up by 5. Then go left 4, and back down by 5. And this will just kind of create a rectangle. It's beautiful, I know. Greatest rectangle you ever saw, if that was a competition. Now, directional blocks are everybody's favorite, not really. You may want to actually line your walls with light gray concrete as I tell you to place the basalt just underneath it for logic and reasoning. So from this stone, you want to go, from this perspective, right with 4 basalt facing up, then a light gray concrete, then 6 basalt. We'll go 2 light gray concrete just so we have something in the corner here. Then moving forward, so that way, 3 basalt, 4 andesite walls. What is that, 6 basalt? Yeah, 6. Light gray concrete. And then you want to go all the way across the front here with 18 basalt going left. And then a light gray concrete. Bring that light gray concrete back by 1. And then going behind that, you will place 5 basalt. Then in the floor, I would place 4 gray concrete, and then 3 basalt, and a light gray concrete. I think that light gray concrete is there. Yes, cool. So you should have this for your room's layout. I would just start by filling in your floor with gray concrete now. There is a little bit of light blue splotches just kind of around, but we'll worry about those later. And also make sure you do get under the andesite walls on the right side, because you just need to, I don't know. Nothing really crazy. Oh wow, I'm actually shocked that filled in. Bedrock placing is weird. It's fast, which I like, but it's weird. Anyway, you should have this. On the back wall, you want to make sure that the basalt and light gray concrete... Well, on the back and right wall, we'll say. Well, let's say every wall but this wall right here that I'm standing above. You want to make sure it is up to the height of the light gray concrete there, or at least 1 shorter. I would bring it basically up to that height, or up to 1 shorter, and then just line the tops of the walls in light gray concrete. You don't need to do that, I just feel like it would be nice. And you will have a little bit of a gap where the stone is supposed to go, that's fine. If you want to actually get out stone, you can, but... I'm going to start by framing this all with light gray concrete. Except for, again, this front wall I'm leaving alone. Because there's windows, which... We'll do. Might actually tell you to fill it in anyway. Well... Fill in the light gray concrete above it. And we'll worry about those andesite walls and gaps later. Just fill in whatever you would kind of fill in if you knew 0 knowledge about this room. Except for the andesite walls, I guess, that don't do anything with those just yet. I think that was the point I was trying to make, though. And I failed to make said point. Really well done. Oh, yeah, also leave that open. The light gray concrete. That would be smart. Although, it can't be too smart now. It's not allowed. Okay, we'll be punching a lot of things in, I think. Okay. Almost there. Just like that. You should have this. On the right wall where you have those andesite walls, you will bring them up with 3 additional rows of andesite walls. Then place over that polished black stone stairs, and then you can just kind of fill in above it with basalt. These stairs and the andesite walls will also need to be backed with blocks if you care about lighting, but the stairs aren't done yet, there's more of them. Also, that are right here. You will extend it, if you're looking at this little doorway, you will extend these stairs left by 1 and right by 4. Like so. If you also actually trace these to the furthest right row of polished basalt, you'll count down by 1 and place an upset on polished black stone slab right there. If you then trace that further down, you'll place a stair just kind of right there. No, that rhymed. Nice. Let's do the light blue concrete after we do one other thing real quick. At this side, that's so descriptive. There's also a row of light gray concrete that I forgot about. But if you are looking at this gap here, you will either fill in, if you're looking at it, you'll either fill in the rightmost 1, 2, or 3 rows with a little bit of a doorway here. I did 2 because, I don't know, I just felt like it. You'll place deep slate tile walls here at the bottom with 3 rows of andesite walls on top. Then above that, you want 2 rows of basalt, which also want to go over the other side of the gap, which you'll need placeholders for, because of course you will. And then the next row up will be a full row of light gray concrete, so you'll just have to kind of chop through the basalt like that, and then above is more basalt. I feel like most of, I've said this before, I think, but most of these rooms is literally just prepping them. Okay, let's do the light blue on the floor, and then we'll do the windows, and then we'll do the staircase. So come to the doorway here on the, I guess, front wall. So if you just leave the room and then re-enter it, that's a really good way to go about it. You'll leave this first row of gray concrete open, and then you'll break a 2x2 just beyond it, which is kind of in line with where Huggy's arm is, and you can fill it with light blue. From the back left light blue, you will count back 1, left 2, and break this light blue. Or break this gray and replace it with a light blue. Then place another one forward diagonally to the left. Count left by 2, break this one. Count left 2 again, and then back 1 and break, or I guess place a light blue here, 1 behind it, 1 to the left, then leave a 1 block gap moving left, another light blue, 1 block gap moving back, and then you can break 2 light blue, or break 2 gray. Jesus. You're breaking the gray and replacing it with light blue. And then you'll break just left of each of those and make a 2x2 of light blue there. Back left-hand corner, count back diagonally left 1, place a light blue there. From that light blue, you'll trace it all the way back to the wall and break going right, 3 gray. Break another row in front, and then you can break the rightmost 2, another row forward, and you'll have light blue here. You can also place 2 here if you so choose, but they're covered up by the staircase anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah. Just so we have something to build the staircase off of, let's make those windows finally. At this open back wall, you will fill in the very tippy top row with basalt. You'll then fill in 3, I guess, columns on the left and right. We're just kind of essentially boxing out the areas where the windows are going to be. Or box them in, rather. Added so much emphasis on that out for it to be the wrong word. And then in either top corner here, you'll place an upside down polished black stone stairs kind of facing towards the middle. In from those, 3 upside down polished black stone slabs, and then an upside down stair that'll face away from the center. And then you'll just have 2 basalt in the middle. And you'll essentially copy that row moving down 1 more time, except you're almost flipping it, so everything that's upside down is no longer upside down. That's the change. And then the rest of the wall below this can be basalt, but I'll show you those windows real quick. They look like this. Like, this is what I'm saying, though, about the exterior. There's not windows like this on the outside that are visible. I think the closest is, like, there's some... I mean, I guess there's the ones lower on the curved bits, and I think on the cyan concrete section as well. But these are too high for that, because these are almost at the height of the windows at the top of those curved bits. You'll see in a minute what I mean. It just does not line up exactly normally. It's weird. Anyway. If you placed these 2 light blue here that I was referencing earlier you didn't need, you'll place polished black stone slabs over them and extend them towards you by 1. Essentially, it's just underneath the middle of that window right there. You'll then kind of go up diagonally right, continuing to place rows of 3 polished black stone slabs, until you have a total of 7 rows of slabs. So I have 3 right now, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you will bring those 3 all the way to the right wall with monster spawners. Monster spawners are just a good graded block, I don't know. You'll then take the rightmost 3 rows of monster spawners and extend them all the way forward until, or I guess backward, forward, backward, something like that, until they hit the light gray concrete. Like, so I always get confused. Like, what would... I guess if this is the front wall, then yes, it would be forward. Okay, that makes more sense. I just have to, like, run my mind through the process. Is this the point where we clear inventory? I think so. Just confirming? We do need light gray concrete, however... Well, yeah, we can actually get that out of the way real quick. If you direct your attention to the front wall, and you have these 4 rows of basalt between the stone and the pillar, you will take the... Out of the middle two, you'll take the one closest to the pillar, and you will break that gray concrete. And make sure under the basalt on the back wall, you have a light gray concrete. This is the same thing as before, to where you're just placing going down 3 light gray concrete from... Essentially, I guess this light gray concrete in each block around this hole. We will continue this in a minute. Clear your inventory and get out stone slabs, sea lanterns. What was the ceiling in this room? I completely forgot to check. Of course, it was gray concrete. I figured. Black concrete, gray concrete, nether brick fence, structure voids again, which still there is not an alternative for. Stone, bamboo fence, and we'll go bamboo trap doors. And that should finish off, not the room, but it'll get us somewhere. In this hole here, you're doing the same thing as you did over there. And remember this, because you're going to have to do it 2 more times, I think, after this. You'll place stone slabs, or I guess upside down stone slabs below the light gray. Surround those in sea lanterns. And then place on the bottom of this just some black concrete. Which then, from the middle of this, you'll place a nether brick fence going all the way up until you're in line with the top basalt, like this. Don't go into the light gray concrete, because this is where the ceiling will be. Place a row of structure voids that is to the left of this, or towards the side where there's not another room coming off of it, which will be there. Also, another thing, if this room is here, hypothetically, like, where does this go anyway, actually? Wouldn't this just lead outside? I don't know. Weird. Just a random thought. Anyway. You can fill in your ceiling with gray concrete in line with the light gray concrete, because just we might as well get that out of the way. Just like this. Hopefully. Yeah, we're kind of just like patching up things that we started earlier and couldn't finish because we were short of material. That's what this set of inventory is all about. Anyway, speaking of, you have this kind of gap at the front wall here next to the doorway opening. You'll just fill this with stone. Nothing fancy about it. Now, what you want to do next is get out your bamboo fence. And around the edge of the monster spawners, you will place bamboo fence that don't really kind of do anything. I mean, well, they're the railing, but they kind of just do this. They just follow the outskirts of it. They don't necessarily hold anything in. I mean, I don't think you can squeeze through this gap here. I think I checked that, yeah. And off of the sides of the polished blackstone slabs here, you'll just place bamboo trapdoors that just open up against the side of the slab rows, just to kind of create a slight railing. It's not really great, and you do also have to jump up these staircases painfully, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Anyway, from the most forward polished blackstone slab on the topmost row, you'll place another brick fence going down to the ground, and then you'll do every other row going left, like this. So it's 2, 4, 6, actually. Which is pretty cool. I guess, if you want to call it cool. I'm gonna call it cool. Tigger, you can clear your inventory again. Gonna throw their structure voids in there. I don't want to lose those. I don't feel like we need them again. We do need barriers, I know, later. You want to get out anyway. Gray stained glass. Optionally polished blackstone, but I don't actually think it really makes a difference. But I'll get it out anyway. Light gray concrete. Dark oak trapdoors. Smooth red sandstone slabs. Black wool yellow wool, black stone slabs, and such an unfortunate amount of space. Oh, we'll go zombie head, actually. I forgot we needed that. I would have just, like, completely oversaw that if I didn't look at it directly. Anyway, come to the back left-hand corner where you kind of have these two random polished blackstone things just chilling here. To the, I guess, front side of the stair, but is the side of the stair, if that makes sense. You want to place a dark oak trapdoor opened up against it. On top of these stairs, smooth red sandstone slab. Trace up to this polished blackstone slab where you have a light gray concrete on top of it, and dark oak trapdoors essentially coating every side except for the right side where you can watch the VHS. There's a new TV design. It will say is that for the rest of the chapter. And also the VHS design. Still on this side, if you kind of look at the andesite doorway here, you want to break the row of gray concrete just kind of inside of it, and you will break an additional 2 off of both the, I guess, front and back like this. And then inside of this, you'll do alternating yellow and black wool. I start with yellow at the front just because I feel like it. From the back black wool, you'll go back diagonally right and place a zombie head with the zombie staring blankly off into the distance directly to the right. That is a little mini toy, I think, but I don't remember what it is. I just remember that it's there. Anyway, where you have this striped black and yellow wool thing, you want to trace it to the other wall and do it actually on both sides of this doorway here. The doorway should be in lines, so that does make your life a little bit easier. And you will just kind of go into this room a little bit. Might as well get it out of the way to do it like that. Because we'll need to do it anyway, so just get it out of the way. Anywho, I think we just need to use the slabs and then we're good. Oh, I forgot about the chains, haha. From the top right-hand corner, you'll take this light gray concrete, and from it, you will count forward by 1 and place a black stone slab. You then go kind of down and up and do a zigzagging pattern to where you'll be left with 4 slabs like this. 4 slabs placed. Something or other like that. I just don't know. Oh yeah, the polished blackstone. This is optional and you don't really need to do it because it doesn't make a huge difference. If you come outside though, and also the gray glass actually, you want to place just kind of on the, I guess, outside of these 2 windows, you'll place gray stained glass. And I also trace them in polished blackstone. This barely makes a difference, frankly, but it does something, so I added it anyway. You'll see this is done later as well with, I think it's like granite or something on a different window. But you can see you can actually see it from like the angle, but it doesn't make that much of a difference. I guess it just blocks off the side of the window, but I didn't want the glass just kind of freestanding out there. I wanted something to at least make it feel like it was placed in there. Anywho, clear your inventory again and get out. Spruce slabs, which we will use for planks. Stripped spruce wood, which we need as wood. Soul soil, that is such a weird block. Where is soul soil anyway? I cannot find it. Where is it? There it is. It's up there. Chains. Bamboo and warped stairs. Bamboo and warped trap doors. And nether brick fence. I think that's everything. Should be. So we'll start with the boxes in the back right-hand corner. You want to place in the corner going towards you 4 spruce planks. So I guess that would be forward, would be towards you. You'll then place 2 rows of planks left of this, so you'll have like a nice 3x4 platform. In the back right, kind of 3x2 here, you'll place 2 rows of stripped spruce going up from each block. Spruce plank in the back right, soul soil in front, and then on top of the original spruce planks here, you'll just place spruce slabs. Like this. From the front right-hand corner of this, you will count forward to the second gray concrete and place a bamboo stair facing left. Left of it, a stair facing right. From this stair, you will count left 2 and back 1 and place a bamboo stair facing left. Left of it, bamboo stair facing right. Left of that, warp stair facing left, and then warp stair facing right. From that, you will count left by 2, place a bamboo stair here facing back, and then behind it, 1 facing forward. You'll essentially coat the sides of these with trapdoors and open them up against it to create these little, like, wheelie carts, sort of. They're little, like, totes, almost. And this one over here actually has nether brick fence sticking out the back side, or I guess the right side of it, so you can just place 2 nether brick fence above the right stair. The furthest right stair. For the chains, if you head up to this top balcony, you'll find this corner bamboo fence and count forward by 2, and you can place a chain here just for a quick second. Count forward 3, place another chain, and then each of these can be brought up by 2 to connect to the ceiling. And just like that, your room is done. Nice. That's another room down. That one wasn't too bad. 23 minutes-ish. 22 and a half. So, yeah, that's going to be the end of this part of the tutorial. As you can tell, you're going to get the same outro each time, except for part 10 gets a different one. But, yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, the next part will hopefully be soon. I just don't want to throw them all at you, like, in the span of a week or 2. So, they'll be a little bit spread out, but not too much. Anyway, with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.